Okay, it is, try this again, Thursday, October the 19th, 2023. This is the Bedford County Free Press Live Video News here on Facebook. And can everybody hear me? Because apparently this started out with audio on my last broadcast, and then my audio was suddenly shut down. So, we'll go with the news again. This news report is still sponsored by, now, Uptown Cleaning Services. For all your cleaning service needs, contact Uptown Cleaning Services in Fishertown. Uptown Cleaning Services are available to clean empty real estate homes and rentals. They will get them ready to be sold or rented. Open 7 days a week. They are licensed, they are bonded, and they are insured. Call them at 814-977-8305. That's Uptown Cleaning Services. Okay, so just so people didn't miss the first one, I want to reiterate that the haters are complaining because I say this news report or this weather report is sponsored by, because they said nobody is sponsoring these news reports. They said it was fake. They tried to give me the definition of what sponsorship is supposed to be. So in return, since they want to educate me so much, I am going to give them the definition of "you can kiss my ass." You can kiss my ass to the haters means mind your own business when it comes to Bedford County Free Press. Suck it up, Buttercup. If you don't like these news reports, turn the channel and go read the crappy Gazette. And speaking of the crappy Gazette, I did notice somebody sent me a screenshot. They reported on my charge from Bill Higgins. They called me a local personality. They said a local personality has been charged with harassment, allegedly harassing a 49-year-old male via comments online. So, the Bedford Gazette now thinks I am a TV personality, I guess. I don't know. But to the haters, since you wanted to educate me on what sponsorship means, I, in return, have just educated you on the term of "you can kiss my ass." Okay, so now with the news reports, I'm going to do this on the fly. So the only one charged here yesterday is, and it's loading up. Oh, by the way, the water bandit is out of jail. He got released on unsecured bail. Patello. He's out of jail, so everybody in Bedford, lock your basement doors, put locks on your faucets, because the water bandit is on the loose again in Bedford. So, all right, so James Paul Davis Jr. So it says James Paul Jr. Davis. I'm not sure what that is. Of Osterburg, has been charged with recklessly endangering another person, careless driving, and driving on a suspended license. This was stemming from an incident on August the 7th of 2023 in Bedford Township. He is awaiting a preliminary hearing. So he is the only one that got charged on yesterday. So, news. Okay, so a DUI on drugs apparently occurred on August the 20th on Bob's Creek Road in East St. Clair Township. State police did a traffic stop on a 2007 Buick operated by 32-year-old Cheyenne Mauk, M-A-U-K, of Claysburg. According to the police, she was under the influence of a controlled substance. She was arrested for She was arrested for DUI and other traffic-related charges. So he's the water boy. Okay. There was a, a two-vehicle accident involving 38-year-old Thomas Shipley from Buffalo Mills and somebody from Jenners, Pennsylvania. No reported injuries. It happened on October the 16th, Londonderry Town, on Hyman Road in Londonderry Township. And it looks like Mr. Shipley is going to be the one who's being charged. So there is that one. There was another vehicle crash on October the 17th on Clear Ridge Road in Monroe Township. Looks like a 16-year-old male from Everett was involved. And yeah, just one. A one vehicle crash. A 16-year-old male from Everett was operating a 2006 Subaru Legacy. He was transported to UPMC in Bedford. There was a passenger, a 16-year-old male from Clearville. So, let's see. Brenda, you lived by him years ago. I've known him for many years. He always stole stuff and tried to sell it. Wow. Well, can't sell water, I guess. Well, I guess you can, but maybe he can bottle it up right and sell it. Okay. A criminal mischief occurred sometime in the overnight hours of September the 9th into September the 10th on Clabiot Road in Bedford Township. Let's see here. State police investigated a criminal mischief. A 65-year-old female from Bedford reported that an unknown individual smashed her mailbox with a corn stalk and fled the area. I didn't know corn stalks were strong enough to smash mailboxes. What was the corn stalk loaded on a baseball bat? But she's saying the damage to the mailbox, which was metal, was $25. Okay, so an assault occurred on October the 6th on Upper Snake Spring Road in Snake Spring Township. It was determined by state police that a 33-year-old male from Everett who was ordered not to be at the victim's residence, which was a 33-year-old female from Everett. He then went there, entered the residence, and engaged in a physical altercation with the female. A harassment by physical contact occurred on October the 15th on Montrose Road, West St. Clair Township. State police were dispatched to that location for a report of a domestic dispute between 38-year-old Stacy Crawford of Allen Bank and a 55-year-old female from Allen Bank. During an argument, Crawford slapped and pinned the victim down several times. Sounds like a WWE moment. Okay, there was another vehicle crash in Bedford County on October the 13th, 2023 on Black Valley Road in Monroe Township. This one was involving 40-year-old Thomas McFall of Bedford. Apparently, he wrecked his little 2001 Ford, and there was a passenger, a 2-year-old male from Bedford, who was not injured. Neither was the driver, and the driver is being charged for the crash. Another vehicle crash occurred on September the 30th on Racetown Road in Hopewell Township. 18-year-old Molly Fight of Everett was involved in a one-vehicle crash with a 2005 Chevy Malibu. She was not injured, and it is unclear if she will be charged for that crash. And yet another crash occurred on September the 28th on I-99 in King Township. 30-year-old Andrew Sakalik of Altoona was involved in a one-vehicle crash. He was operating a 2021 Nissan. He was not injured, and it is unclear if he is being charged for the crash. So that is your news. Now, in sports, let's see here. Let's go with last night. The Houston Astros defeated Texas 8-5 in the American League Championship Series. Texas still leads the series 2-1. And tonight is going to be 2 games. Philadelphia is going to be at Arizona. Philadelphia leads that series 2-0, and Houston will be at Texas, and Texas leads that series 2-1. Last night in the National Hockey League, the Detroit Red Wings beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 6-3. So, and tonight, the Philadelphia Flyers will be taking on Edmonton in the National Hockey League. And I guess Pittsburgh might have the day off. So I just want to say a couple of things here. I do have mail, although the person, it was Celesta, has sent me another letter. I will read it on Sunday. She said it is not hate mail. It is more of love mail. So she wants to get into whips and chains, and I'll explain all that on the Cutting Edge Live video talk show this Saturday night. I am going to probably be doing it Saturday night. So I'll explain all that with that mail, because she said it was not hate mail, and I'm going to predict who it is on Saturday night. So I wanted to tell you about PennDOT. Okay, so I traded my vehicle in yesterday, seeing that PennDOT would not let me remove Cynthia's name off of the title of the vehicle. Without permission from her children. So I would have had to contact her kids, find them somewhere on God's green earth, and I would have had to get, even though I had the death certificate, I could not take her name off of the title. What I could have done, which I did, was I could trade the car in. So I traded the car in, showed the death certificate. Her name has been removed from the title of the new car. So I have another Chevy Equinox. But this is what I wanted to tell you, which cracked me up. And I argued with the guy, and I asked him to show me the law, and he said he'd have to Google it. Okay, so a car dealer has to Google information that he's telling me, but then he doesn't want to Google it. So he told me I had to get a whole new license plate, whole new registration, because he said he was not allowed to transfer the tag from my old car to the new car because her name was on it, and it didn't work like it does with the title. And I said, well, let me get this straight. I said, you can sell me a car, you can remove her name from the title of the vehicle that I'm trading in and not put her name on the new one, but you cannot transfer the registration. He said, no. I said, can you show me that law? He said, well, I'd have to take time to Google it. Understandable, it was 7:30 at night. I was one of the last customers there. He acted like he didn't want to. And so I spent the $45 and I got a whole new license plate. And her name's off of it. The reason why I did all this, I want to explain why I took her name off of it. Even though I don't have to, her kids would come after me because her son is a sleaze bag. She knew it. I knew it. That's why she didn't want him involved in her life. So he would have came and said, that red Equinox is half of my mother's car and I want half of what it's worth. So to avoid me from going to him and saying, can I get you to sign off on this for your mother? Because I want her name off of the title. I traded the car in. It got her name off the title on the trade-in because I produced a death certificate. Now her kids, one more time, I have shown her kids who's the boss. They said it couldn't be done. Other people said it couldn't. There was a local, I did this in Altoona. There was a local guy here, I'm not going to say who he was, but he told me I could not even trade the car in without getting a family member of hers to sign off on the title that they were okay with getting her name removed. He said I could not get that done any other way. When I went to a car dealership in Altoona, they said, I don't know who told you that, but as long as you can produce the death certificate and your name is the only one on the death certificate as her next of kin, then it's good. And he said the next of kin doesn't necessarily have to be a family member when it comes to a death certificate. It could be a lifetime partner. It could be anybody that the deceased wanted to be in charge of her funeral. The haters are running around saying now that I must have not done her estate right. She didn't have any estate, you morons. So for you idiots to sit there and say that I have to go and fill out a form at the courthouse and make myself executive of her estate of something that she didn't own in the first place makes you the morons that you are. I did not get into her bank accounts. I let it go. She had money in there. The bank took it. So I didn't even fight that. My name was not on her bank account. The bank took her money when she died. So there is no executive of the estate. And the haters are now running around saying that her son can come in here and take half of what we accumulated together as a couple for 10 years. Where, oh, where do these window lickers get these ideas? It seems to me that it seems to be they don't want me to do anything in life other than be a criminal so they can say, see, I told you he was no good. I'm not allowed to have anything in this apartment that was ours. I'm not allowed to have the vehicle that was ours. I'm not allowed to do anything. I'm not allowed to be a reporter. And they said I have a phony cleaning service. My cleaning service is not real according to them, and they said you only have a handful of readers who actually read the Bedford County Free Press. So I don't know why they spend so much time. I must be doing something right for them to be so concerned that I wind up with absolutely nothing in my life. Just like when Bill Higgins went down, they said I would be going to jail in a week. It's been 5 years. Justice, I know justice is slow, but I didn't know justice was this slow. They claim I committed crimes helping Higgins do his thing. Well, first of all, even if, okay, hypothetically, let's say I was helping Higgins bang all these girls in Bedford County. It's not a crime for me to do it. It's a crime for Higgins to do it. It's immoral for Higgins to do it. Me, if I was out banging all these girls in Bedford County, it's not illegal. I would just be called a sleazebag. So they call me a sleazebag anyways. But they said I was involved in all these crimes that Higgins committed. The only crimes that I saw that he committed was that he was banging all these women. So that's what I said. I don't understand where these haters are coming from. They must have spent the majority of their life licking windows. So with that, Marcus, no, Billy hasn't done nothing yet. He hasn't done nothing yet, but give him a chance. Because if the Philadelphia Phillies win the World Series, we'll be seeing Higgins drunk downtown, hooting and hollering. So, and he's on probation, remember. Bill Higgins, former district attorney of Bedford County, is on probation. He is not allowed to drink. He is not allowed to be seen with a beer in his hand. He is not allowed to be around guns. He is not allowed to be around anybody. So, when the Philadelphia Phillies win the World Series, Higgins will be out here running around. But Higgins apparently has some followers. His haters that he had when he was the district attorney are now siding with him. Which cracks me up. I am so popular that they hate me more than they hated Bill Higgins, and they did everything they could to get Bill Higgins out of office. They did everything they could to get me shut down. And I'm still here, and Higgins is gone. And that's why they can't deal with it. And they said on November the 8th, karma will be done. If you think that me getting a $300 fine for a non-traffic citation is karma, you really should go back to licking windows, because that's not karma, baby. That's not karma at all. I can afford the $300 fine. Doesn't bother me. So for them to say karma is going to be, justice will be served on November the 8th. Justice will be served on November the 8th. So when I lose and I get a $300 fine, you guys are going to celebrate that? Really? You guys are literally going to celebrate somebody getting a fine for a non-traffic citation, and you guys are going to jump around, hoot and holler, and say, justice has been served. Give me a break. Window licking is popular these days, so to the haters, do your job and get those windows licked. You've been watching the Bedford County Free Press Live Video News here on Facebook. I will be back with more news when it happens. A good day to Marcus Miller. Hopefully Philadelphia goes all the way to the World Series, and then maybe we can see Bill Higgins out here. I can snap a few photos of him staggering around all drunk and shit. Until then, this is your bad guy reporter on the scene, letting everybody know that it's a good day to be the bad guy.